And my brother Henry used to pick them up and give them to, if they wasn't dirty, they'd pick the sandwich up and give it to me and Sando and Pumpkin.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
How many did I have? She had 7 brothers. We had 7 brothers and 3 sisters living at that time. But I had my mama was the mother of 15 kids.
So you said you was around during the influenza. What do you remember from that?
I remember we had the influenza a long time ago. It was killing a whole lots of people. It killed a whole lots of kids. But we couldn't go to the doctor because doctors at that time didn't wait on black people. So we couldn't go to doctors. We had to do the home remedy, for the flu. And my mom would make, I don't need to tell about this whole piece of reach now. She used to take us when we had the flu. She would always get some castor oil. She'd rub it on our feet and in our temples, and she kept us warm. And when we had flu, my mom saved a many child from dying with that flu. Will you stop this? What the hell you doing?
Oh yeah.
So that's when we all had the flu there. That's what she knew. We all had whooping cough. This is what she done for us when we had whooping cough. Whooping cough killed lots of people too, kids. But Granny, here's what she done. She would get us some castor oil and some sugar. And she would melt that sugar and castor oil till it come to a ball. And now they call it cough drop. It was just sugar ball to us. And that's what we ate and kept us from dying from the whooping cough. And every day she would give us a little bit of tea, half a teaspoon. I would say just a few drops of olive oil to keep. She said it come keep our lungs breathe open. We didn't die easy because that's what we had to use because no doctor would wait on black people. We didn't have no doctors to wait on us. I was 21 years old before I ever seen a doctor. And I seen a doctor and loved him. My sister made us all make me go to a doctor. But I took care of my family. I took care of my mom till I got sick. I took the German measles, which I was blind for 9 days. And the only thing they gave me for the measles, the shuck, come off of the coin, they was dry. She would boil it, them shucks, and give us the juice off of there. That's what kept us from, that's what we doctored on with German measles. Didn't kill us either. I had German measles twice. And that's when I got sick at the working to take care of my mom was sick. She was going to the doctor every day. I was only getting $1.50 a week. So that was enough for her to go to Lockhart, Bartley, Texas, to see a doctor. Kids don't understand how precious parents is. They don't understand. My daddy, he was a good man. He done the best he could with a large family. So lots of time we went home, we didn't have nothing but syrup and bread. Lots of time we didn't have nothing but that. Lots of time we only had cabbage. That's when I don't like biscuits. Well, these used to go out there and pick what she could that was still good in the wintertime and make cabbage and biscuits. And that's what we ate. But the Lord brought us brought me a long ways. Some of the stuff that went on, with my life as a child, some of it I relaxed to talk about, and some of it was miserable when you have to, your daddy can't find food for his kids. He would find what he could little flour here. Somebody would give us some flour. That was in China, Texas. Somebody would give us some flour, and we couldn't buy grease because we didn't have no money. We'd take the Vaseline and make what they call hoe cakes out of. Hoe cakes and syrup. That's what we had to eat. And that was during the wartime when we was in China. That had to be in cold. And we survived because we were survivors. Black folks are survivors if they come up the hard way. I did, and I don't regret a minute of it. Because that learned me to be a better parent. And learned me when I did have kids to try to be a better, I didn't want my kids to come up like I did. So that's why, people ought to think about raising their kids and raise them to respect the elder people and do what they can, because if you ain't been there, you don't know what it is to come up hard like I did. Used to walk 5 miles to school every day to Bristol. This one person was in this world could have verified what I'm talking about, and that Reverend Joe McLewis, but he's dead now. He knew all this because he was in Bristol down there too, He come up down that way. But honey, if you got a parents, appreciate them and respect them, because y'all don't know what cutting wood and trying to live off the land. You don't know what that is. And when I moved to Loving, we had it pretty good. I worked at the oil mill there. I cut cakes. I worked on the seed belt, loading seeds. I baled cotton. I weighed 98 pounds, and I could bale a 500-pound bale of cotton. I could snap the cords on it and throw it around where it belonged. I worked in the fields picking cotton for 35 cents, 100. I already put that down, didn't I? Mm-hmm. And it was hot. Rattlesnakes and everything was out there, but we had to do it. I did. My sister says, no, she didn't do it. My sister Diesel, she didn't do it. But I did. I worked right alongside me and son would work together. And so half the time he didn't do it, but I was there. And this whole lot went down that I remember that, this what made me respect any elder person. I respect them because we is the ones paved the way for where y'all's at now. We the ones paved the way back, and you wouldn't want to live back there when I lived, where there was really, really bad segregation. They used to run over our feet on the school bus. We would be walking in the ditch, and the guy driving the school bus would make it so he could run over me and Henry's and son over them feet on the bus, and Henry would check us out the way. That's how bad it was. We was called every kind of name it was. Twitch monkeys, coons. That was back in that day. We was called that. But we lived through it. We was called everything but what we was. I wasn't no slave, but I had an auntie was. That's enough for today.